after they have launched, AMC for everybody, and after,
Yeah.
add to carts and everything has come in, I think that is going to change PPC a lot. And for the people who are going to be doing,
When your
the
category is launching, the Prime Day batch deals, any kind of discounts, you don't have to do it either. But if everyone else is launching and you don't, you'll really
Vadim,
notice
can
that.
you tell me like how are you using business placements? Because for two of my clients, business placements are not working. So
Yeah,
I tried launching some campaigns and they did not work, and I was like, okay, it doesn't work. And for some of my clients, they are doing pretty well. So I was
yeah.
confused to it, like,
Um,
do I?
I think like the general hype about Amazon FBA, it's gone. It's a little bit less hypey now. So maybe now is actually a good time to launch
How
a
was
brand.
the PPC for you during, the Prime Day that happened a few days ago?
Broader targeting campaigns, broad match type, auto campaigns. I suddenly see that they're working well.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that
yeah,
I've noticed. Noticed is the only people that really go far in Amazon are the ones who have really long vision and who plan for everything, and also they are into building the brand instead of just launching the
giving
product.
them discounts to sign up for that special Amazon business account. And this is kind of how us advertisers we can target these accounts through business placements.
I have to use, a lot of times portfolio budgets, which is very annoying. Portfolio
Yeah,
budgets are, I think,
so
most annoying
yeah, it
because
is.
sometimes your if you get new stock
Ongoing
and then
communication, there is planning strategy. Like before I onboard any client, there is audit that's done for the account, and the audit is showing okay, like how bad or how good is your PPC currently is, and that.
hi Vadim,
Oh,
how are you?
hey, good on yourself, Said.
I'm great as well. So how's it going? How was the PPC for you during, the Prime Day that happened a few days ago?
Most of the brands they did excellent. 3x sales, 4x. Some of the brands who have like newer listings, unfortunately, they didn't get enough momentum during the Prime week. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And how about yourself?
It was good. It was actually nice. We are scaling one brand, and so
Hmm.
they got a really good result. So I'm really happy about it. But Vadim, do you think like what my problem is, since they have split the Prime Day into 2 days, I think the sales overall have gone down because now it's the 2 days instead of one.
Hmm.
Or do you think they have gone up?
Like you mean compared to like Prime days last year?
Yep.
I'd say it's about the same. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, considering that now it's 2 days, like the sales, like I guess I would say like they're more even, whereas before it
Yep.
was just one day and it just spikes up. Yeah, like going like leading up to Prime Day always is a period, where you see like low conversion and right after the Prime Day. So I'm very much on top of things when it comes down to that. And how about you? Like, how do you manage it going into Prime Day?
So, what I usually try to do is, before Prime Day, we try to do a, 7-day deal if it's possible, so that
Mhm.
we can, gain some momentum. But the conversion rate is so low that, even the 7-day deal is not doing that well. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's expected. And then the, Prime Day sales actually make up for it. But then we have to make sure that, all the math is correct because, there is so much profitability loss for the 7-day deal. And after the Prime Day deal, it just messes up
yeah,
everything. But if we are like for the brands that the funny thing is the for the brands that they don't do any deals, special deals on Prime Day, they end up making more profit like
hmm,
on that month because
uh-huh.
overall profit because the advertising it just spikes everything and then they get a better profitability ratio. But then then some products that have low margins and are doing 7-day deals and Prime Day deals get
Yeah,
relatively less profits. So that's what I was thinking, that how do you want to do it? Do you want to get more profits, profit spikes, or do you want it,
yeah,
do the maths and, be confused about it? Like, if anything
yeah,
goes wrong, you are just done.
yeah. So I'll answer this question, like going back to my previous experience. So just a quick intro for me. I used to be a brand owner myself. I had a brand selling, workout gloves, and
Nice.
yes, they were actually made in Pakistan. I found like a good factory that can follow my, the design instructions and everything, and
Yeah.
and I created this like really premium product, something that I was looking to buy myself, like something that lasts long, has a warranty. Yeah, and like me being the most expensive option in the market, like I had to discount my product on Prime days because the rest of the category being like say $15 gloves, etc. Like on top of having being cheap and them adding discounts, like I just become so much, like how do I call this, like such a less favorable option on the
Yeah,
Prime
yeah,
day, that's right. But like right now, like when I'm managing clients, that's what I'm seeing is if no one in your category is launching, the Prime Day badge deals, any kind of discounts, you don't have to do it either. But if everyone else is launching and you don't, you'll really notice
yeah,
that
yeah.
the results are worse. If so, my kind of idea is if everyone else is doing it, you have to do it too to compete. Because and I really think like this is just the biggest thing that helps with Prime Day, just having that Prime Day deal badge. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
talking about the like the coupon, the strike through price. If you have that Prime Day badge button that you have to apply beforehand, that really helps. Because to a shopper, when they see it, they know that it's only Prime Day deal, and like when I buy products myself, so that really helps.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that makes actually sense. Yeah. So, Vadim, can you tell me like uh, in like after they have launched AMC for everybody, and after the
Yeah.
add to carts and everything has come in, I think that is going to change PPC a lot. And for the people who are going to be doing the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, how important it is to update these everything, because it's now for sponsor products as well.
Yeah. I'm starting to use AMC as well. For like say people who have not purchased, and you can create different kind of audiences even based on like time window. So
Yeah, yeah.
I think like that is like I'm already getting some results, like not a lot, but they are better than campaigns without AMC. So a combination of that and a combination, just in general, where I see Amazon is going is, its algorithm is getting more advanced. I don't know if you
Yeah,
noticed, but like the broader targeting campaigns, broad match type, auto campaigns, I suddenly see that they're working well.
yeah,
And
yeah, that
yeah,
I've noticed. Yeah,
yeah, I think you noticed that too, right? And like exact match type targeting, like that used to be like bread and butter
yeah.
for for ranking. I mean, it still is, but I just see that there is now like a good purpose for having a lot of broad campaigns too. So so the AMC audiences, broader targeting, just more on discovery. So we are getting more options to to reach certain shoppers, but algorithm is also getting it more advanced itself. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have noticed as well. Previously, I did not notice it like that. I just saw that broad is getting a lot better and phrase is getting a lot of traffic and a
Yeah.
lot of results. So I was thinking maybe they have changed just the broad, but it actually
Mhm.
makes sense that the algorithm is actually better now. Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. And yeah, I think that also like ties very well into like this AI, just everything going towards AI. So, I bet, people like inside Amazon or whoever built this algorithm, like they're already implementing AI in a way that we can't even imagine, you know, to really target, the right people or target the right searches, which is what the broad match is doing. Yeah.
Yeah, that actually makes sense, and I think uh, it is going to get more advanced. And I'm actually glad that it's getting more advanced, so that we get to learn more, because for last 2 or 3 years it has been kind of stable, so
Mhm.
it got boring as well.
Yeah. I would say the last 2 years, like we are seeing a lot of changes. Like I, I don't know if you remember, but like the rest of search, it wasn't available before at all.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
valid. Yeah,
So now then rest of search, then business placements, then AMC. They are giving us more options, and yeah, I like it too. Just the more levers we can pull to control, the better it is, and especially
yeah.
for us people who understand advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vadim, can you tell me like how are you using business placements? Because for two of my clients, business placements are not working. So
Yeah.
I tried launching some campaigns and they did not work, and I was like, okay, it doesn't work. And for some of my clients, they are doing pretty well. So I was
Yeah.
confused to it. Like, do I want the business placements or do I not want it? So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. So yeah, and I have a good examples to share for it. So for business placements, even before I launch them, I just look at the business reports and I see what percentage of total sales are business.
yeah,
Say it's 5-10%, then usually there is no point to even have them in the first place. But I manage this brand who sells like a like USB stations for PCs, like a docking
yeah,
station,
yeah, yeah, nice, nice. Yeah.
and their business sales they're high, like 30-40%.
Ooh,
So we literally have. So maybe this is not so much for business placements, but related. Like we have day partying that basically only lets runs our advertising from like 9 to 5 p.m. during business hours. Off business hours, we don't have any advertising whatsoever.
nice.
Um, yeah, maybe except branded keywords because we always want to show
Yeah,
up. Yeah, and yeah, we are also very heavy on business placements because like this kind of product like a docking station, it's very heavily business driven. Like say large companies buy it for their offices, etc. So we see a lot of B2B placements, and they work well on top of normal placements like
advertising. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That actually makes sense because I was looking into business. Like I have this tab and I don't use it, and I was like, why am I not using it? Because most of my products are consumer products. So yeah, I now understand it. It actually makes sense. Because I was thinking why they have launched it, and now I think of it. If business people, the products that are
yeah,
uh, bought by
uh-huh.
business, they yeah, for them to get more leverage and get more stuff. Yeah, then
Yeah.
that actually makes a lot of sense.
And their Amazon is actually like heavily promoting this to businesses. Like I was at this I was at the conference myself. Like it's called Accelerate. Have you heard about
Yeah,
Amazon
yeah,
Accelerate? Yeah, so it was
yeah,
in Seattle a couple of months ago, and I was approached by this lady just asking me if I'm a business. I said, yes, I am. And she's like, yeah, just sign up to like business.amazon.com and you'll get like discounts. So they are approaching businesses and they're giving them discounts to sign up for the special Amazon business account, and this is kind of how us advertisers we can target these accounts for business placements.
nice, nice, nice. I like this part of Amazon I have not explored,
Hmm.
and yeah, I think we should be, because there must be, more opportunities there. That actually makes
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
sense.
Hmm.
So Vadim,
And
you have been selling brands, and you have been getting stuff done on the branded side.
mhm.
Uh, don't you think it has gotten more difficult to build a brand now, or is it easier?
uh, I'd say like the days of like just launch a similar product, improve images, have better bullet points. They're long gone. Not even last year. It has gotten more difficult. At the same time, that difficulty is balanced out. Amazon just growing every year and year.
Yeah.
There is more shoppers every year. There is more, you know. Also, there is more advertising budget being being pushed into Amazon. So it is gotten difficult, but also there is just the opportunity is also crazy. Um, I think like the general hype about Amazon FBA, it's gone. It's a little bit less hypey now. So maybe now is actually a good time to launch a brand. Like say maybe like earlier last year, it was more like there was more hype about it. I would say
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
now it's
There used to
yeah
be,
now
yeah.
yeah
Everybody
now
was like, do Amazon, yeah.
yeah
And
now it's
and now the
actually a good
same people are just doing crypto, and I think they are not doing crypto because you saw the drop that happened. I think this
yeah
week there's something happened in crypto, so
okay yeah my friend is always telling me to buy Bitcoin. I don't know. I don't touch crypto. I don't touch something I don't know well enough.
yeah.
And how about yourself?
No, I also don't touch anything until I really know about it. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, what if like the way I
Hmm.
balance it out is because if I know something more, I'll just put my money into it because I know it more. So that kind of thing. This is what I keep doing. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, I was thinking about learning about crypto and learning. I'm happy that I did not learn NFTs. If you remember, there was this time
I
when
remember. Yeah. Yeah.
everybody was buying, the monkey pictures.
Pictures. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were saying, this is worth $5 million and $6 million, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is just a monkey, and they were like, no, this is very important monkey. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. In fact, I have not heard about NFTs. Like you reminded me about it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they stopped growing and they actually fell. So I was
Uh-huh.
reading about it that there was some picture that was bought for $44 million in
Mhm.
NFT, and then
Oh,
now
wow.
it's $40,000
Oh, yeah.
only.
Someone lost that money. Yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of thing has happened a lot. So yeah, that's why nobody talks about it
Hmm.
anymore, NFTs. And there was a lot of scams actually as well. Even if you remember Logan Paul and stuff, guys,
Yeah.
Logan Paul. So
Hmm.
even he basically talked about this app that was really good at. Basically, if you play that game, they launched a game where if you play that game, the people in the game or the characters in the game, you can buy it as a NFT and you actually
Hmm.
earn NFT and stuff. So a lot of people invested in it, and then that game was really bad and people did not like it, and then a lot of people lost their money. And
Yeah.
so yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, a lot of things keep happening in that space, in crypto space. I don't keep track of it. It's just that sometimes I'm scrolling and I see it and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So
I just yeah, I agree. Like I learned to filter out that noise. Like it's not my like I learned about it enough to have a conversation with someone, but I'm not gonna dive into it. It's just not something I want to do at the moment. Like I have my focus, say like Amazon clients, etc. Like NFT and other stuff. That's just noise to me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, Vadim, can you tell me like how did you come up with the name for the PPC Jumpstart? Because it's a really good name.
Oh, thank you. PPC. Well, the first part is kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah,
Like the only thing I do is PPC for clients. I'm starting to get into more like creative optimization side of things. That's in the works. Jumpstart. The whole word jumpstart. The idea is to get results quickly.
yeah,
I don't tell people the optimizations are going to take a few months because I used to be the brand owner myself. I know, I know how like the ads work, not just doing it for people, but for myself.
yeah,
And I don't want to be, like long before I started, right? Like I don't want to be like having someone running my ads and tell me, hey, like it's going to take a few months to get the results right. We need to find keywords. We need to find the right keywords to target. We need to check conversion. There is so much data available to us. There is so much reports, everything at your disposal, brand analytics, search query performance, everything. So this whole idea about Jumpstart is to onboard clients, get them results in the very first months, by utilizing all the available reports, their data. So it's just about getting results fast.
yeah, yeah. That makes sense. But Vadim, how like obviously you get results fast. I understand that, or
Mhm.
advertising whenever if you structure it properly, you start seeing results a lot and a lot faster. But then there are clients who are like, no, I need results in 15 days. That kind of I'm like, because I promised them organic ranking. I'm like, your organic rank will grow, and this is how
Yeah.
you measure the performance. This is how I measure the performance. But how do you tackle that situation?
Like, do you mean when the clients expect results quicker than, say, 30 days or something?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, so, this is like clients' expectations, they are usually handled through good communication. And what I mean by this, so this is like a f- like a two, communication has different parts. There is ongoing communication, there is planning strategy. Like before I onboard any client, there is audit that's done for the account. and the audit is showing, okay, like how bad or how good is your PPC currently is, and that audit it kind of reveals, what levers we can pull and how fast. Let's say it's a bad campaign structure. Everything is mixed up. There is tens and hundreds of keywords in campaigns. That is an easy fix. Uh, Whereas, like, let's say the PPC is fine, like, or let's say it's like okay, but the listings conversion is bad. So in that
Yeah,
case, I tell a client, we need to fix the listing conversion, and once that's fixed, we can get you the PPC results fairly quickly. You know,
yeah,
provi- provided that the audit reveals issues. So I just solve it through communication. I tell them that the first 2 weeks is usually just restructuring, getting the right foundation in place. The next 2 weeks is when we scale, so that in the first 30 days you do see the results. Yeah.
yeah. That actually makes sense. Yeah, because I had one client and he was like, he wanted results tomorrow, yesterday. So he was like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just yeah, I'm like, just let me set up everything. I tried explaining to him, and then I was so tired of, his questions. Even in the first month, I was like, okay, I'm gonna let you go. I cannot do
Yeah.
this. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and that is a good point, like about like what clients you keep. So there are like do you do audit for the clients you take on,
yep,
or
yeah, yeah,
yeah, you do. Yeah, so I think the audit does reveal like whether this you can help or not, but also like you truly understand what the client is like during that first months of working.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was this client. It was just, but yeah, it happens. What can we say? Happens. It's just part
Mm.
of experience. But what I have noticed is the only people that really go far in Amazon are the ones who have really long vision and who plan for everything, and also they are into building the brand instead of just launching the product.
Yeah.
What has been your experience with the Amazon brands and building them and helping them with the PPC? Which ones are your favorite clients or which are your favorite brands?
Yeah, I mean, my favorite clients are the ones who have like, products that are patent pending with patents, etc.
Yeah,
Because as you know, usually in these niches, there is not a whole lot of competition. Or
yeah,
yeah, maybe patents, maybe FBA regulations, like highly
yeah,
regulated products. PPC is usually easier to manage for these brands. Uh, I've also noticed, and this is more like on like a founder side, like entrepreneur mind. Like out of my clients who usually grow, like into high seven figures, like they're very patient with the results. They're not like the client you explain expecting the results yesterday. And they're okay with the strategy. Okay, there are times where we are gonna break even on advertising, you know obvious
yeah,
use obvious cases, ranking for keywords. Maybe it's I mean, vitamin C keyword is way too big, something like that. They're patient, say they have more patience with like this small break even, like say some campaigns break even, but I know I explain them that this is like a long-term strategy. So this is the kind of clients who have this patience, who, and not just patience, they also want to understand what I'm doing. They,
yeah,
they don't just say okay, go ahead. They do understand, the like maybe not the nitty gritty, but the overall strategy. And yeah, this is the kind of clients I also like working with.
yeah.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense. So, Vadim, I'm gonna switch gears and ask you a very different question. I basically saw it on
Yeah.
your profile, so I'm gonna ask it. So, you have been a swimming instructor, right? So you are into sports and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to be like a competitive swimmer. Like they used to be my career.
Awesome. So,
Yeah.
how was like? Okay, so I have seen this with the all the athletes is they are very disciplined and very programmatic in their approach as well. They are very disciplined and they have all the things lined up for every day. So after coming into Amazon space and it's just laptop and you and You can just be anywhere and do anything.
Yeah.
So is like, how do you make sure that you stay fit even with all this?
Yeah, yeah. No, thank you for asking me about that. I do like my usual gym 3 times a week, and I started doing boxing, and
Nice.
yeah, and it's just a way to to force me to have some kind of routine. But yeah, I think it's a habit at this point. Do you yourself also are you also an athlete, or do you currently do any
No,
kind of activity?
no, I'm not an athlete, but I love doing sports and stuff, trying sports and stuff because I started surfing recently, so that's
Surfing.
good. Yeah, surfing.
Oh,
So, but yeah, it's getting winter, so I might stop. But yeah, I'm gonna try, a couple of more weeks to, keep surfing,
yeah.
and then anything that I see, I also started running as well. I do go
Uh-huh.
to gym, but I'm not because when I started running, because that as soon as in July I started running with the people, and then I started noticing that the people who are athletes, they are very they are doing marathons like every other month, and I'm like, I can't even think about doing a marathon or half marathon.
Yeah,
So
marathon.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
that
and mhm.
so this is what I've been thinking, that people are very the athletic people are very, they need to stay fit, and they are very, and then there are people like us who have been doing Amazon, and we are just in the bed just with the laptop and doing stuff.
Yeah, it's different, and I guess it's good to have a routine. Like, say, every morning you are gonna say go to a coffee shop. Like, I just find working from a coffee shop somehow it boosts my productivity
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
working from home. Yeah, yeah.
So how's the like you have started run boxing and other stuff again. How does it help you stay fit, and how does it help you be more focused? Because what I have found is, whenever I'm surfing or I'm doing any other sports, I keep thinking about Amazon. It helps me
Uh-huh.
get more ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of the same way. Like, it just gets me to a different headspace. Like, at home, you're like, say you're looking at your laptop, but when you go do activities like boxing, like, you're in a very different headspace, and it just helps. I don't know, like, it's a physical activity, but you rest
Yeah, yeah, I
on
understand.
you rest on a mental level. It's
Yeah,
like a mental rest, but physical stress. So that's
yeah.
kind of why I do it. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have noticed as well. Like if you're doing boxing or anything, your brain is very much relaxed, and you can actually keep doing it. Yeah, I understand. I actually wanted to start a boxing for a month. I'm looking for
You
gyms
did?
around my area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start. Yeah, I'm going to start this month. Actually, after this call, I'm going to book a session. Yeah,
Yeah.
right after this call, I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
also, I'll look for your product as well online. If it's still available, I'll order it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So, Vadim, tell me, like, like, if you have any closing remarks on anything, because we are reaching over, 30-minute mark. So, can you give me any closing remarks on what should we do going forward in quarter four? Any suggestions for us? Any suggestions for people who are, selling products on Amazon?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. The closing remark too. So, what is the wildest ad test you've tried that changed how you help brands? So this is going back to that previous discussion. Okay, broader targeting is getting better. So what I've actually noticed is, like, if you do single word broad campaigns, they actually work quite well.
Nice.
It's extreme. You don't just grab a relevant keyword, put it in broad. Literally grab a word that's related to your niche. Let's say you're selling workout gloves, you put workout in broad, that is going to work well, provided that you have you know uh, proper negative targeting, you pre-negated keywords. So that is going to work well. You can also take it to a different extreme, where you launch this 1,000 keyword campaigns at the low bids. Like, this is more like of a, like a catch-all type of campaign. So I do that as well for brands. So just targeting everything that the keyword is indexing for, and the key point is being at a low bid, because you never know when algorithm it decides to show you for any of these words. Yeah,
That's nice actually. Yeah. The reason I did not ask it because as you were talking, the questions kept getting answered. So I was like, okay,
yeah,
this is not asked them directly. But yeah, this question, yeah, this is actually a pretty good one because
yeah,
this is the yeah. I did not. I never thought of
really.
launching a broad in us as a single keyword. I never thought of it. It's very unique and yeah, I'm
Yeah,
pretty yeah.
yeah. So like, and like I said, it's kind of like an extreme. Most people wouldn't do it because they think, oh, it's like so relevant. But Amazon is getting better. Like when you have an established product with reviews, Amazon really knows what you're
Yeah.
selling. It knows how to find these people, and by having this one word campaign in a broad match, you give it like almost the most flexibility. It's kind of like you know, it's kind of like an auto campaign, except it's slightly more targeted.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That actually makes sense. So, yeah, another question that I have now is, uh, uh, the bid controls that, or the bids changes that we are seeing in Amazon because we have now started seeing that Amazon just ups the bid by 10 or 12% even if you have, put in a down only bid
yeah,
sometimes when especially on the special days and you cannot stop it and also it's pretty problematic as well especially for and also for the budgets as well like I've seen bids in budget Amazon has started flickering it whenever it wants it
yeah.
it just
hmm
lets it go so how do we manage that or is there some any thoughts from your side on this?
Yeah. Well, a couple of thoughts. Like the first one is on the bidding itself, like bidding way, like up and down bidding, fixed bidding. I'm a big fan of fixed bidding, and that is mainly for that control of the placement. We discussed there are different placements. No, some products they tend to convert well on top of search, exclusively, like very non-subjective products. Say it's a table close, or maybe something a bit less competitive, but very very non-subjective, where people wouldn't look for different options to choose from. So I use fixed bidding so that Amazon wouldn't pull our ads. I mean, pull our bid down, show us on product pages where we don't want to show up. So fixed bidding does put some control over the bid. Um, and for the budgets, I have not noticed that it goes out of budget a lot. So are you saying that your $10 budget campaign could go to 20 some days?
If I put in $10 budget, it does go to 20, and
Mm-hmm.
then rest of the days it spends like 10. And
Yeah,
if I have even you and yeah, so I'm like I put in 10. You should keep it at 10, or even do the 12 or 15, but don't do it 20 or 30. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So sometimes I also use like the account budget cap, like the one that's only for sponsored products. I think that's just like another, like a, I'd say it's like like one more safety thing you can have, like the sponsored budget cap. So
yep,
I set this at a number, where the brand doesn't usually reach that, but it's close to it, so that in case the things go out of control, Amazon decides to to throw campaign budgets all over the place, we are at least protected at the top level of our spend. Yeah,
yeah. That makes sense. Usually, I don't like, the capping the budgets at all, especially if it's a really good one. Usually, I do buy the tacos for the
Y-
clients. I try
yeah,
to talk about the tacos with the client so that, if I spend, if I get you this much sales, the spend would be, a little bit higher. So usually, this is how I go by. But at the same time, I have to use, a lot of times portfolio budgets, which is very annoying. Portfolio
yeah.
budgets are, I think,
So,
most annoying.
yeah. It
Because
is.
sometimes your if you get new stock, and then sometimes you are able to spend all of your portfolio budget in like 30 days, and then in 20 days or in 15 days, and
Yeah.
then for the rest of the week you are like, okay, I have to change it from here to here. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't use portfolio budget as much. What software do you use for advertising if you use any?
So Perpetua and then Kpoc, these
Oh,
two.
yeah, I've heard about them. I use AdLabs.
Ad Labs is nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
but there was this problem when I used it. Their interface was a little bit tricky. Like it was confusing for me. It was too advanced for me. Like where you have a lot of things going on. But yeah, it's nice as well. I've heard really good things about it.
yeah. Thank you. I think, like you said, you use Perpetual, right? I think Perpetual is like I, I think it's more advanced than AdLabs, but maybe I'm wrong because
Yeah,
I've seen a demo of it. It's very like
yeah.
very robust. Yeah.
Yeah, it basically it's very automatic.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually helps me get things done very fast. So that's a good thing about it. Like it's just gets things faster. You can create goals, and you for the DSP strategies you can actually create strategies a little bit faster. But if you're
Mm-hmm.
doing it like I still love doing things manually as well. So I have some accounts that I just do manually, and I still like it doing it manually. But if you use ad labs or others, you don't like doing it manually, because then you have to go back. It feels like going back in time, and doing
Yeah.
things. Yeah,
Yeah, I would say AdLabs is like AdLabs is like downloading like bulk sheets from Amazon, except you don't
yeah,
have to download it. You have all this data, all these campaigns. Like I think of AdLabs as like bulk sheets on steroids. You
yeah.
can
Nice,
make
nice.
this you can make these exact changes in bulk to any campaign keyword target without downloading, uploading anything like, and
Yeah,
AdLabs is perfect for that. Yeah.
yeah. No, it's nice. It's nice as well. And also, I think, to be honest, after working for Amazon, or in Amazon space, I've realized we need a lot more automation in advertising, because so many changes.
Yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
especially if you have to create campaigns and that kind of thing, so many changes you have to make, and you have to, even if you start using bulk sheet, it still takes so much time. So there is a
Exactly.
lot to automate there. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, automation certainly has its place, like in terms of alerts. Do you use any automation to alert you? When certain. I think Perpetual already has that, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does
That's.
have it. So it's
Mhm.
very like this is why I say it's very automatic. So
Yeah.
it's very helpful. Yeah.
And do you use anything? What do you use to track the organic rank for the brands you manage?
Data dive. I love data dive.
Yeah. Yeah. Data Dive is great. I use it too. And so what I've recently started doing is basically I have this like spreadsheet for my clients. It's just one tab in Excel, one pager with all of the most important keywords where they rank on page one. And page one, I'm not talking about like you have to be ranked number one. Just
Yeah, yeah. Page
in
one.
any
Yeah,
sport, 1 to 50,
yeah,
one to 50 sports spots, large keywords. At least 5 to 10,000 searches a month. And this one sheet, it shows all of these keywords, and I update it like once a week with like our like organic rank changes. And yeah, I find just having everything in one place, like let's say it's a 20 product catalog. Like for example, I'm not gonna open 10 different tabs or 20 different tabs to check all the keywords. I could have one sheet that shows me all of these
yeah, yeah.
uh, products at once. Yeah, I like to use data dive too, but more of a keyword research purpose, maybe in the beginning, and then I think it's also useful going into holidays to see if any new keywords pop up right in the niche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good use. But what I like, the reason is, it actually shows you day-to-day organic rank changes, and that is very good. I actually I used Helium 10 and then Looker Studio to develop my own, but the problem was, it was like I had to do a lot of work, and then if you create something of your own, you are more likely to, make changes to it.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
I
love it.
I used to make changes to it every day, just changing things from here to there. And I was like, I should just stop, because
Mhm.
I'm just spending too much time on it. Like one day I will be like, okay, I'm gonna do it, just whole thing entirely differently, and then spend all my time there. So I was like, no, I just
Yeah,
let's just save time.
yeah. But I mean, if you like working on it, then
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
So
that's good.
okay, Vadim, it was really nice talking to you. I really enjoyed the podcast. Hopefully, we can do one more, but it was really nice. And
Yeah,
you answered a lot of questions actually in the talk. We were able to uh,
perfect.
get more of them. Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
perfect. Yeah, and it was. I enjoyed having this podcast as well. Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Take care.
You know. Bye
Bye.
bye.